We're going, right?
It's right now.
Are we going right now?
All right, let's do it, man. Kings and queens and everybody in between. Oh my goodness, this has been something that
was great.
That has just been so. We've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah,
it's all four of us today.
I know
this
is
is a great
fucking something
occurrence.
special for sure. I'm your host Avery. I'm here with my co-host Carlo. You know the
Co-host,
vibes.
Kenyan.
I'm here with my co-host Kenny. You know what? Today we're all co-hosts.
Yep.
I got Brandon here. It's been a while. We took a week off last week, but we're back at it with a fucking banger, dude.
I heard there's 2 episodes coming out this week.
Yeah.
May or may not.
I also am down. I want to do. Yeah, I want to do either 2 episodes or this one's gonna be a long episode because guess what? I got a motherfucking charger, bitches. So now we don't have to keep looking at the percentage on my computer, and we can just roll. We can just record.
We're leveling up.
So
let's go. Live streams coming soon.
Would you look at that?
Who knows? Like anything's in the mix right now. I'm trying to adjust my audio.
Man. Okay, but so basically, like I said, this has been something that we've been looking forward to for a long time. We've
been talking about this for like a month.
done podcasts.
We teased it a few
We've done
times.
podcasts with us 4 before, and it's been, a lot of fun. But this one I think is going to be just a bit different.
It's gonna get
we
real.
like to call this one the Great Taste Debate.
That's the title.
Now,
Yep.
let me just kind of let Carlo take it away on kind of a backstory because that's a little bit vague whenever you just kind of hear us say the Great Taste Debate. Let us know where this all kind of stemmed from.
So it all
How
started.
did it turn into what it is today? And why is it such a big deal?
It's a full-out war.
Yeah, it's kind of like a war now. Or like honestly, I am currently content with my argument, and I still think that I'm right. Whether we go and Brandon thinks he's right today, I'm still happy with my argument already. But we were working one day. It was closing shift, me and Brandon, and we were talking about is taste like
Subjective?
Is there subjective or objective, and there's like is there a right and wrong to taste? You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, there's no way that there's right and wrong taste, because it's all up to one's ability or one's judgment on something that is good or bad, and that matures, that changes, and like it's not like there's not one set scale on taste. It's not like a Richter scale or anything like that. It's all very like personally biased, and that's what I would like to say. But like he was saying that no, that's not the case. That like there is good taste and there is bad taste, and
So it all started with a Nav V-Loan hoodie.
oh yeah, that's a good point. I completely left. Go ahead.
That's exactly what
So
it started with.
It's still in
while
the
we were
shop today, to be completely honest.
Exactly, bad taste. But anyway, so we were working this closing shift, and we were talking about how taste is subjective, and we grabbed this Nav V-Loan hoodie that it's an all over print, good intentions hoodie, and
It's not the worst piece that we've carried. Let me just say that.
it's not the best either. But
I wouldn't even say it's in like the top 10 of
Worst things,
ugliest things that we've picked up.
Yeah, but continue.
so I was arguing that to me that the hoodie looks absolutely disgusting, okay? And it's not the most aesthetically pleasing hoodie at all. And Carlo argued that, someone might think that hoodie is sick and dope, which, to each his own, but I don't think that is good taste.
Okay, but like once again, going back to that Nav V-Loan hoodie, and you said that like it is in like say that again. Say what your argument was again, because you said it was just like it wasn't good or it wasn't appealing to the eye.
It wasn't, it wasn't aesthetically pleasing.
But that is at one's discretion. You know what I'm saying? Because like someone might like all over prints, and like that's not going to be me, and it might be in the vast minority, but like that doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Yeah.
So
Also, I feel like you have to think about like what if somebody's favorite Nav album was Good Intentions.
Right.
Okay,
I feel like
and
it's a lot of people's favorite album.
That's
then
what
a
I
great
feel
album.
like is
I
that
love Nav.
that's what I feel like
Or
that
self-entitled.
merch was made for. It's like, okay, it's an album based. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but that's
like, it's an
not. We're not
album-based.
talking about.
Oh no! I know. I'm
the
just talking
bias
about
of it. We're
this,
talking about the
piece.
aesthetics of it.
like he said, somebody might like all over France. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all keep going.
Okay.
By the way, we're Kenny and I are today. We are the moderators.
We are,
and these guys are the debaters.
So I'd like to set the argument with my definition of taste. So there's no.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll let you speak.
I'm not going to say this is mine. I did some research and I found it.
Okay.
But an individual's judgment of works of art as being more or less beautiful or otherwise pleasing.
Okay.
So that is the.
So-
hold on. Let me pull up.
But
the
that's,
actual
that's an art definition, right?
I mean, but art is. I mean, it applies to.
I think that
multiple different.
it can.
That is the APA dictionary of psychology's definition.
Yes,
of
but
taste.
once again, like I got the Webster's dictionary and it started with the exact same two words and it says an individuals. You know what I'm saying? That isn't like universal. That's not like, so once again, going back to the thing is that you first, when we were talking right now, you said that is a bad piece, but we initially were arguing, is taste objective or subjective?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just by those two words in that definition and the two words that are also in the Webster's definition are in individuals, which make it subjective. It's not like everyone has a single.
Okay, so in that I will agree with you, but I will agree that there is
I'll
a
give you
scale.
a handshake for that.
Scale
Thank you for
to
actually
taste.
conceding
All right,
once.
we're getting somewhere.
So
That's
just because,
awesome.
Since it's an individual, yes, I understand, but there is a level to it. You know, I don't think it's necessarily a scale, but I think it's more like an iceberg.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you got the normies, and then
yeah, of course, but like it's all ever evolving. Art is ever so changing,
exactly.
and like people adapt to art and people accept art in different rates, whether it be clothing, music, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Video games, whatever.
Yeah, but are you listening to like radio jams right now?
No, but that
Exactly.
but I'm saying that it is a transition that people go through, like you said.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, but once again, just because someone likes something in the past and that was their taste then, doesn't make it wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like people maturing or differing as a human, just because like same way that like your ideals change when you grow up, whether it be politically or like whatever, religiously, artistically, they change, they mature. Everyone's does, but like that doesn't make it wrong. You know, change isn't wrong and maturing isn't wrong.
See, I mean, I think in the context of art, it like you're gonna like, for example, me as an artist, for stuff I made back when I was like 15, I think is ugly now. You know.
Speaking of that,
Here we go.
Avery
Here's
came
the fucking
into
silver bullet.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about.
I didn't think we were going to go there.
But that's why I said I wasn't gonna ask. But like,
Here
we go.
We won't link it. You have to find it if you want to see it.
You're gonna have to do some deep,
But-
some deep digging if you're gonna want to look this up. So basically,
Is this the video? In the
you know,
background?
you know, about,
Hey, yo,
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it just because.
don't link off.
No,
to it.
I won't link off to it. Just very briefly.
That's why I said I was gonna ask.
Very briefly, I'll go over how this happens. So, about a month ago, we went out and had some drinks with my friend Anthony, who I've been friends with for years. And, you know, it's cool. Like, you know, I like when my friends, my day ones get to meet, you know, like my main characters in my group. Yeah. So it was cool, you know, and, you know what I'm saying? Like him and Brandon hit it off. It was the time that we went out with Matt and stuff like that. And, you know, he got some, whatever, right? Well, he DMs me and he goes, yo, dude, did Brandon ever have like blonde hair? And I go, I don't think so. I was like, I think you had honestly, for being honest, I think you had blonde hair when I met you.
Yeah, I did.
So I was like, yeah, but like, and not in a long time, but I don't think so. I was like, I don't think. And he goes, well, does he have a twin brother? And I was like, definitely not. And so he sends me this video on Instagram and he's just like, dude, I found him in a music video, dude. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, he sends me this video and he's like, is this him? And just on the game chat, because we were playing fucking video games whenever he sent me this. And I just start busting out laughing, dude. The first thing I do is just screen record it, dude. And it is the best piece. It is the best relic that I've come up on like
Great
in a
taste.
long time, dude. And it was
Oh,
so funny.
man.
What made it that much funnier is that I had sent it to the group chat. You're lucky. I told Carlo this earlier. I spared you because I could have sent that to the work group
Yeah,
chat.
he said that.
But I kept it between us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now only
But
the people that listen to this will know. you
it
know?
made it that much funnier because Brandon texted back and he goes, I wish that that video fell off the face of the earth, and that made it that much better to me. All of us were able to experience it, plus Anthony, and I just think that that's so funny because he came up on that, we didn't. It
Yeah.
was so funny.
Can I explain myself?
yes, you can.
So that was one of my friends in like my freshman, sophomore year of college, and he's a rapper. I think he still is, but
Clip the video. Roll the video.
I don't want to edit it in.
Nah.
Fiverr
If you guys
editor.
find it, you find it. But
Yeah.
no. But so he's like, hey, like I'm shooting this music video. Can you come help me? And I was like, okay, cool. Like, and like he didn't have a car, so I was driving him and stuff. And I thought I was just gonna like just help just be there, you know,
Yeah.
like just be like emotional support. And then he's like,
You're gonna be a dog for him? You're just gonna be in the corner,
just
just
like
like
support.
go.
Yeah.
Yes,
bars,
bro.
buddy.
Look natural in front of this camera here.
Yeah. And then like dude just like starts recording both of us, and I was like, wait. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, so you kind of got camera bombed.
Yeah, I definitely got bombed, man.
Hey, it didn't
Yeah.
look like it. It looked like you were in your natural habitat.
You were a natural, dude. Like, honestly, when it comes down to it, I wish that you really did go that route. Not necessarily the rapper route, but just be the extra
hair.
rapper
The
homie.
Just be the right hand.
rapper
You know
homie.
what I mean? I really wish that you went through with
Oh,
that.
man.
Anyways, that's just something funny that fucking happened.
Yeah.
Where
That-
were we
was
on
The
great.
this?
taste debate, but like even talking about that is just like from even then, like you can say that that's bad now, but it
Yeah,
wasn't for you.
No,
but,
I mean it was bad for me.
like it's bad for you now looking back, but at that point you enjoyed what you wore, or that's something that
No.
you wore.
I didn't wear. Like I said, I was like,
not dressed
not
for the occasion.
dressed for the
okay,
occasion.
different. Okay,
Yeah.
Good. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
guess
saying.
what you mean. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but
yeah. But
Continue.
at the same time, look, like you saw my reaction, like
gutted.
gutted, completely. Like that's what I mean. Like I think that was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I might have thought that was maybe kind of cool. I don't really remember.
You were probably buzzing on that.
Yeah, a little
That was awesome, dude. Like, yo, look, I was in the homies music video.
Is that why you
That was
deactivated
awesome.
your Twitter?
That was a big part of it.
I have
Oh,
Brandon
also,
on Twitter.
another cool thing that happened that had to do with Brandon. I don't know if I told you guys this, but the other day the homie DM'd me a picture on Instagram of him at work. I think he works in like a warehouse or something like that. But he had sent
He's, like,
me
on the
a
moon.
picture. He's like working with NASA at the Space Center. He had sent me a picture of this older guy, and he's wearing a what would you call it? Like a construction vest.
Construction
like
vest.
a light lime green vest. You know what I'm saying? Reflective, whatever. But on the
Yeah.
back, it said like in marker.
Yeah.
It said "She is love" on it. And he
Just
sends me a
randomly?
picture. Yeah, just
Yeah, just
random.
randomly.
Well, kind of context. The homie that sent that to me, he shops with us, and also at North Main, whenever we used to have his shirts on the rack,
Yeah.
he used to come through and like buy his
Okay,
shirts
okay.
or whatever. So he knows of the brand She Is Love.
Yeah.
Right.
But he had DM'd me a picture of just I'll fucking show it to you.
But is the guy wearing it just randomly having it on there?
No,
or
okay,
is
so
it
it's complete.
actual,
It's complete chance that this guy's wearing it. So he
Okay.
just literally sends me the picture,
explain
and
in a
he
second.
goes, look. So this is the picture right here.
Dang.
Can you hold that up to the camera real quick for those watching at home? But basically, this is the picture right here. It's literally. It doesn't need to focus. I just want context. But that's it. That's
Yeah.
as
Right.
simple as that. Sue goes, haha, this old man at my work is wearing this. What the fuck? Ha ha ha. So I go, damn, that's wild. Like, I'm going to send that like to Brandon, right?
yeah.
So I send that to him, and he just goes, what the fuck? Like, LOL, that's crazy. And I go, yeah, right? Like, the homie just sent that to me randomly. Well, I had seen him the day before or like the day after or whatever. And I was like, yo, like, how about that? Like, that's fucking wild, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, dude. Like, you had said that you didn't know, like, you thought that piece right there was, like, still in your closet.
Yeah, so like when I was living like with my family and stuff, I would just like grab like a bunch of stuff from like thrift stores and stuff and just like draw on it and stuff. And
Dang.
like I thought that was still there with them.
Yeah.
And I think they either like just donated
Just
or I
donated
donated
it,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so
And
there's
this guy
wearing it.
was wearing it.
Like
Yeah.
wearing it
And-
as like a fashion statement or wearing it for
No,
like,
it's like
no,
an
he
actual
was wearing that
construction.
to like work.
Okay.
Because if you look
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
picture, it looks like he's in a fucking warehouse.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then, like, you know, I was because he had told me that he was kind of on the stint of like fucking just writing on things on
Yeah.
his real Virgil Abloh-ish. You know what I mean? He said, "Yeah, I might have been inspired by him." But
Yeah.
look at that, dude. She is love in the wild, man.
know,
Some
man.
Jen wants some prototype.
That's-
She is love, if you will.
It's the beta test.
The beta alpha.
Before it all
Beta.
started.
Have you ever seen any of your other pieces like out in the wild?
A couple times. Yeah.
Dude.
Like complete chance, like not like you
The
go
thing-
to a friend's house and your friend's wearing
The
it. Like
strip,
you go to
sometimes
fucking.
I've seen it on the strip.
Damn, that's wild. Like what
Yeah.
pieces?
That Neo Tokyo one.
True. The pill one. That one's a good one
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving forward, I just thought that was fucking
One-
cool, dude.
One thing I wanted to elaborate before we switch topics is that like I was wearing this today and Kev walked in and he tripped out about it. And
Yeah.
like, do you get like the same thing when you
Yeah.
see people like that wearing your stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Shout out Kev.
Yeah, shout out Kev.
Shout out
I have a
Kev.
couple.
Shout
need
out
to
to
have-
Kevin, man.
We need to have him on the pod because that's a great conversation.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to
Yes.
have him on for fucking
420.
Veterans Day. Not Veterans Day.
420.
420 would be a
420?
fucking blast, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, that episode is going to be available on our Patreon. It's going to
Yeah.
be pay to view.
We're gonna be smoking.
More on that later
Peas
because
to the
we
face.
are going to be
Peas.
Definitely
we're going to
pushing
be getting
P.
face tattoos.
Yep.
We're going to be
Asshole tattoos.
It's gonna turn
Yeah.
into no jumper.
we're going to be smoking pot. We're going to be
Plug
fucking oh man, you're going to want to be there.
Wow.
But yeah, so like, is that even something that you think about? Like, you go out, say like, you need to go shopping for fucking groceries, and you're like, oh, somebody out there might be wearing my piece, or just anything.
No.
So I'm
You
sure,
see someone.
I'm sure that makes it that
just-
much crazier
It's
whenever you
It's just
actually
crazier
do
when
see
I
it.
Until you
don't,
find someone wearing
expect it. Like, I mean, I feel like there's a higher probability of like it being in like a mall or like at the shop or something,
okay.
you know. But like when it's like I am just getting fucking groceries and like I see somebody, I'm like, what the fuck? That's
Would you
wild.
want Shia's love to go like commercial?
That's what
one
I was
day?
gonna ask, but I don't want to make this a brand
What do you
new
mean?
episode.
What do you
I'm
mean,
kind of
commercial?
thinking of
Be
it
put
like
into malls and like
like kind of what Stussy kind of turned into. You know, it kind of went from being
I got plans.
only sold in Stussy stores. Then all of a sudden you could get it in skate shops, and then from skate shops it went to Zoomies and PacSun, and then now you can just get it anywhere.
I mean, with like the split of my brand, I have more plans for like that second one to be more of like more widely
Accessible.
available and like utilitarian, and then the other one to just be like more exclusive,
I see.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that
more
bullshit.
experimental. Anyway,
Enough of
back
that
to the great
boring.
taste debate.
I kind of have a question that
Sorry, just kidding.
pertains to it. So, how long have you been making clothes?
So, I mean, not counting like the drawing and stuff. I would
Counting
say.
the drawing and
Counting
stuff.
the drawing since I was like 17,
Okay, so
16, 17. That's really where
let's-
it started.
Let's say hypothetically you see like a piece from I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about those pieces now? Like
So some of them I don't like, some of them I do. Like
So-
with that one, like I just wrote my like brand name on it, you know.
so if you see a piece you don't like, how do you feel about it in regards to the taste of it?
I mean, it's like, what do you mean?
Like,
No,
do you think it's like, do you think
like-
it would be like in poor taste to wear something from your
From my
previous?
previous?
Yeah.
It just like with like for example the
That's a good
security,
question. Thank
like
you.
with that
Yeah.
construction vest.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Don't know. I was like I said, I was just drawing on shit. But like there's ones where I've like done like full actual art pieces on T-shirts and stuff. That's a little different.
Yeah, might resonate with someone else,
Right.
even if it doesn't resonate with you now.
But that kind of applies to
Yeah.
your argument.
I know,
yeah,
it
yeah.
does,
Like,
because
if you see that piece in the wild, like they consciously chose to wear that piece from like 2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and
you consciously made it.
yeah, exactly.
I don't, well, dude, some stuff I made I don't even like sell anymore.
Bro, do you
just
think
close
that's
your eyes and
fucking-
you're just like,
Do you think that old man knows what the hell
Yeah, nah, he
Shia's
doesn't- he
love
doesn't
is,
know
bro?
what he's
yeah,
doing.
he looks it up on Instagram. He's like, oh, this Brandon dude's pretty cool.
Fuck no, he's probably like, fuck that shit.
Right, he hears
He's
the
like,
podcast and he hears this.
He's
I
like,
know, dude. No, but
like,
shout out
wait.
to that guy, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
what the?
you want to come on the
fuck?
podcast? No, just kidding.
Bring him
Random
on.
construction worker guy.
So kind of moving forward from y'all's previous argument, taste changes. That is
Yeah.
one of the main that is one of the main arguments that you had. And one thing that you mentioned is that whether or not your taste changes, whether you get old or whatever, your palate for different things changes. That doesn't make it wrong that whatever you previously believed in or liked is wrong.
Actually, you know what? I'll concede here. I think that in some cases you can be, but I think that truthfully, because like political,
1-1.
Because like I think like in the case of art, I feel like it can be different. But like you can think about like political opinions all the time. That taste can change, and then you can completely understand why another like reason is wrong. You know what
I feel
I'm
like
saying?
it's just like
So,
the more you learn. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? It's
look,
all
that's
about
how
learning.
you expand your taste. Is you get exposed to a lot of different things. Like when we were talking, like with actual palate wise, like you could just eat fast food all the time and think it's fucking sick, and then go to your first fine dining restaurant and like hate it.
Yeah.
But once you start eating at more good restaurants, and not even just saying fine dining, just like more like experimental.
Ruth's Chris, bro.
Yeah, no, like for example, like Cullum's, for example, or Sings, places like that. You know, like places that are actually like trying to
Like
to push.
fusion,
Like
gourmets
push
and
new,
stuff.
different.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that. No,
palettes.
I definitely understand where you're coming from there. But like in the art sense and taste sense, I don't think it's necessarily wrong once again. But like I think that opinions can change. Like, because I don't know. I even thinking of it in a political sense, like people, there are definitely wrong beliefs, and like I'll definitely stand by that. But like sometimes people's belief and tastes differ when it benefits them. You know what I'm saying? And like, and when like something
Politicians do it all the time.
politicians or even taste, you know what I'm saying? Like people will change like what they're wearing or like for trends, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like they'll like hop on like Chrome, or they'll hop on like Cactus Plant or Arc'teryx or something like that, and it's just because it benefits them, because it's like people like
Makes
it,
them look cooler.
But
Yeah,
then there's
you know,
other people
so-
who are actually like setting that trend,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, and they're exploring like new
Yeah,
tastes.
for
So,
sure.
I think in that sense, but like those people, I wouldn't say are like the people who are actively trying to like develop a new taste, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see it like even with like rap and stuff,
I'll
for example.
give
like,
you something to taste.
Hey yo, no.
yo.
Do you guys ever like maybe, for example, look at old pictures of yourselves and just like, you know, at the time you were like, dude, I was fucking fly, dude. Like I was
110%.
dressing, but you kind of look at it now and it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like, what the fuck was I on?
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Exactly.
dog doing?
Like for
Yeah,
instance,
no.
my mom had sent me a picture of me in like 2017, right? And she just fucking took a picture. I don't know what we were doing. But I was wearing like my backwards fucking Bill Miller hat, Nas tee, khakis, and all triple white up tempos. And I was like in this picture, and I was like fucking flexing, whatever, dude. And I look at it now, and I'm just like, I text her back, and I go, I cannot believe that I used to dress like that.
Yeah.
And she goes,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
She goes, what? This is what fucking tilted me. She goes, what do you mean? Like, I don't see, she was like, I don't really see a difference. And I go, nah. I go, hang on.
Like, wait,
I was like,
chill.
I'm literally wearing basketball shoes in this picture. And I'm wearing, streetwear. You know, I still wear fucking streetwear. That's no problem. But you know what I'm saying? It's just totally different.
Yeah.
But obviously, from the naked eye, you can't really tell
Was
the
it a
difference.
Nas the
yeah.
artist tee or
Like the
Nas
Supreme
No, the
energy
Supreme
drink?
Nas.
Yeah.
Supreme
Okay,
Nas.
okay. Nasty
Which
Nas.
also sold today in store, which is
Nice.
also good. Good
Ah.
colorway. The black, the
Black large?
Yeah, the black
Yeah.
large
Nice,
colorway.
nice.
You know who bought it? Fucking Luis. You remember the homie that used to spend fucking a bunch of money with us on Pokemon? And we used to pull such good fucking shit with him.
Yeah.
The buff dude.
Yeah. Wow, he bought it.
Yeah, he
Dang.
came through. Him and Lane.
Wow.
So Lane was over here at the shop today, hanging out with us for like 4 hours.
I gotta tell a story.
Like, bro, like Lane just wouldn't fuck off. I don't know what it was, dude.
Love you, Lane.
James came from the back twice and was like, Lane, you're still here?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I love you, Lane. But anyways, so Luis pulls up and I see him and I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't seen that homie in a long time. And he's like, oh yeah, that's my old coworker. They're in the shop talking for like a whole hour, dude. It was great.
Dang.
That's hey, come to the Vaulti and reconnect with a fucking old homie, and then you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Please
We'll
do.
welcome that.
Small world.
Do it.
But anyways, yeah. Blaine Bluis, go ahead. I don't want to
Okay.
say his. I don't want to promote his name for anything. Blaine Bluis, go ahead.
Okay, one, Lane, because we've talked about you so much, you owe me a graphics card. 2.
Facts.
What's it called?
What kind of graphics card though?
3090. Calling it out, Lane, please.
Ring it up.
But what's it called? He first came in empty-handed, and he was just chilling, talking to everyone. And then he goes back to the car. You know what's so funny? He always makes an entrance. Like he goes there and everyone walks outside to go see his car.
Right.
Like it's funny. First it's the Tesla, now it's the M3.
Well, I mean, when you
can
pull
give
up-
me a graphics card.
When you
Lane.
pull up in an M3 and right as you park, you just fucking lower the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
bro. And then you look at his license plate and you just want to kick him in the face. So right as you see that fucking license plate.
Oh
I
my
love that
god.
license plate.
It's so funny.
No,
But-
go ahead though. This is good.
He comes back inside, like he brings a box of shoes in, and it's like a SBE box, and it's a pair of Pandas. I opened the box, and honestly, like on first glance, I didn't really see anything, and I closed them. And for context, Lane Lewis has been one of our like good homies that has supplied us with nothing but like legitimate pairs of sneakers, streetwear, like good things with authentic receipts.
Yeah,
everything.
he's the
And you
good
can
homie.
kind
He's
of
also been around for a fat minute
yeah, bro.
too. He's been the
like,
homie for a minute.
Spends money with us. He helps stock us. Everything. So like, I would never suspect any ill will from him. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of already know where I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah.
But like, I look at them and I'm just like, what's it called? I'm looking at the box. I'm like, okay, so how much you want for them? Mind you, they just restocked. So I was like, maybe he just got them on. He also bought. So like, I'm like, maybe he got them on a restock or botted them.
Right.
And then he brings them into the shop, and I'm like, okay, so how much do you want for them? He's like $240, and I'm like, okay, so I go check the price of ours, and then I asked Isaac, and I'm just like, do you think $240 is a good price? And then he was just like, yeah, like not too bad. Have you checked them? And I'm just like, it's Lane, but I'll go check them right now. And then
like legit check.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
He like he's like, have you legit checked them? And I'm like, it's Lane, but I'll go check them right now. Those are my exact words, and you can quote me on that. And then I go, black light on the label. First thing it says is like a box with XS on it, and then it's just like that's a telltale sign if you like UV light on any like fucking
Like shoe boxes.
Yeah, on the size tag.
Mind you, the
it'll say
box
something.
looked fine. It was just
Yeah.
like you
The shoe was
really
a
had to
little
look
weird, you
no,
know?
the shoe was off, but I'm
Yeah.
saying the box was fine.
Damn, Lane, that's crazy.
No, but okay.
Nah,
you
but-
know what's funny? Because like, nail hit the nail.
Nail hit the nail, bruh.
Lane hit the nail
the
on the
nail.
head because like he got those on purpose. Like he didn't get scammed or anything like that. He bought them on purpose on Reddit. Like I don't know what
Bro, he goes. Yeah, I was on Reddit the other night, and I like saw like this like rep site, and so he spends like I think it was like $50-$60 right on like a fake pair of Pandas.
Damn, so he was trying
And he
to
was
get
like, just
y'all?
fuck it.
No.
No,
So
No, I
like,
mean
Ooh.
like
troll.
test
so,
y'all.
yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes.
even more context. Lane shows me a text thread between me and, or not between me, between Lane and Isaac saying, "Yo, who's working today?" Or like, "Who's buying
Fucking
today?"
genius,
and
dude.
then he's just like,
Demon time,
Isaac
right?
says Carlo, LOL, and then he's just like, "I got a fake pair. I just want to see what they do whenever I try to bring them in." And then after he said my name, or after Isaac said my name, Lane was just like, Carlo's literally gonna open the box, see what they are, close them, and just not check them because I've done so much good business with y'all. And I was just like,
Yo, he's
he
not
did
wrong,
it.
dude.
Demon,
Dude, he
bro.
literally
Not
hit the
wrong.
nail on the head, and I was just like, well, you're right, but. He did like, and then I like, as soon as I UV light and I saw the XS, I turned to Isaac. I was like, "Was this a fucking test?" And then he was just like, "Yes, but like not really. Like it was a Lane thing that he coordinated."
But that's
funny.
really what happened
That's
because
fucking hilarious.
Carlo had the pair of shoes like this, and he was blacklighting it, and he turns it to them,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Look at that!" He goes, "Look at that!" He's like flashing the
It was
light
on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like
It-
right where the barcode is,
Yeah.
it had the stamp.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out the shoe, and he like has it in his hand like this, and he goes, "That swoosh is big as fuck." And I go,
Yeah, that's the
"Oh,
first thing that I
shit."
noticed.
I go, "Yeah,
but,
it
like,
is."
I didn't really say
And then on the
anything.
back, the Nike on the fucking back was just huge. It was big, bro. It was thicky as mug, boy, and it was
Hey,
like slant. It was
that's
ugly.
funny.
I learned a lesson today that like no matter what, like thankfully it wasn't
Never trust Lane.
never trust Lane Lewis. No, but like even the people that you trust, you should always keep an eye on them. Not in a bad way. But that's,
Anytime,
like,
anytime Lane
gotta be
Lewis pulls
cautious.
up, gotta fucking switch the batteries on the black light, dude. Straight up.
Man, we need
Anytime he
AAAs
pulls
now.
up. Now AAA's. Hey.
We have double A's, not
Need a
triple.
bigger
Hey,
black light.
pull up.
I know,
dude. We need
one
that.
of those honkers.
It's like, oh yeah. You brought some shoes?
Yeah, I'll
I
check
bet.
all of them at once.
Just like a fucking.
Hey, it's like-
a strobe light.
Is there like a UV room? Like you can just like kind of put a shoe.
You know,
I'm sure there's like
A
a
black
box.
light. It's
The
just a
tube
black
lights.
lit room.
Well, but like you know how we had like a product shot like box. Like,
Oh,
do you think we
yeah,
could just
that's
like put
right.
UV lights in there and just like
Man.
We could just turn that back office and just nothing, like block off all lights and just only UV light. You
just
walk
a
in
UV
there.
room.
God, dude, you
It'd be
just
terrible.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah. Come check. Come check.
Oh my god,
yeah.
It's like, hey, yo, somebody's got to fess up, bro. This shit is not adding up right now.
Oh my god.
But going back to the fucking taste debate, dude.
All right.
You were talking about, tastes change, whatever, and the previous thing that I had brought up is if you guys had ever looked at older pictures of y'all and just kind of cringed.
Absolutely.
When I had first met you,
we
all of
go.
us, when I had first met all of us, when we had all first met each other, I mean, our styles has just
I wasn't
changed.
dressing well.
A
Yeah, neither
lot.
was I.
We were dressing, but we
standards
weren't really dressing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
It's
it
very
was
much
like
for the
We
time.
were ranch.
it was just
We
for the
weren't
time.
Dijon.
But let me just kind of give a little bit of background of what Brandon was wearing whenever he first started to kind of come around.
I brought this up.
It's
too.
a very ideal fit, and this just kind of goes into, you know what I'm saying, taste change, whatever. But
And no hate to people that wear this. Right?
no, not at all. Especially now, like it's like, okay, bet you're.
It's just
paying
funny
homage.
because Brandon's this fucking hater, but also like
Gatekeeper.
he did.
I'm
like,
not a fucking
dressed,
gatekeeper.
Dressed
What are you
like
saying?
No, he's a hater, bro.
I'm just kidding. You're not gatekeeping. You do
if you
gatekeep
know,
something,
if you
so
know
not
Brandon,
everything.
you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, he used to be a hater, is still a hater,
But what I'm saying is that for some reason it just never failed, man. It was always just a graphic tee or something. Adidas track pants.
Yeah.
And what else?
Those
What's the shoes?
fucking
What's on the shoes?
Calabasas.
The fucking Calabasas, dude. That were beat to shit, and they were.
You never
people,
took them off. I feel
People
like you
used to
slept
make a
on 'em.
meme about those because they were the all black ones. It was like, oh,
no, he didn't have the
Yeah,
all black
dude.
ones,
all white ones.
all
Yeah.
whites,
but
and
they
were
looked brown.
damn near brown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
I thought it was the restock.
We came
pair.
a long way, man.
Came a long way to what? What would you say that evolution of taste is? How would you describe it?
Not like actively like looking and then actively looking, if that makes sense. Like not
doesn't make
actively
sense.
Doesn't
Please
make
elaborate.
sense. Yeah.
Not actively participating in like the fashion market.
But I don't necessarily think that what you were wearing at that time was the fashion market, because if you think about it, you were wearing the lowest grade
That's what I'm saying.
of Adidas Yeezys. By that time, 350s were fucking hot.
Also, just like broke as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Give it to the got to give it to you there.
Had the funny up, not the money up.
That is true. That is true. But I mean, that just kind of goes into talking about styles change,
Yeah.
tastes change.
Well,
There's
I
nothing
wouldn't
wrong
even
with that.
necessarily call that like a style. Like that was just me putting shit together at the time. But like I got a lot more serious about this shit like 6 months ago.
It's funny because
I'm obsessed now.
Very true. I was gonna make a comment, but it doesn't make any sense. I was like, I'm not really into like the fashion like scene or anything like that. Like looking at stuff. But I literally work at a store that like sells clothes 24/7.
Yeah, but also we're not.
But like, I'm not going on these marketplaces. I'm not looking up things on like Instagram for like truthfully, like I'm not like perusing like vintage for hours or like fashion or streetwear for hours. Like, whenever I see something that pops up that I think is cool. But like, I don't like outright look for it.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you bought online?
Online for myself?
Yeah.
I'll participate
Personal.
as well.
I have no fucking clue. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Was
Was it
that
the
well,
Misfits
I'm
shirt?
talking about like an online purchase.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, would you consider that like through Instagram?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's online.
that's online. That's an
Yeah.
online marketplace.
I can't really think of anything else.
Because
to
I was
buy
trying to. I was
online.
gonna think like Grailed or
Or
something
even
like
like
that,
not even
but
necessarily online. What's like the last thing you bought?
Well, that
wow.
Misfits
The Rick
tee.
pants?
the Rick
Oh,
pants.
facts. Yeah.
Or
No, I'm more or
the
less
Rick
thinking
pants or the
online.
fucking Oreo 4s or the Black Cement 4s. My bad.
I think you had the Rick pants
After I think the Rick pants are the last ones.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because that was like last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
definitely the online thing, like, I'm pretty sure it was that Misfits tee.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard you say, like, look what I got. I got it online.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Like,
good
that was,
point.
yeah.
What about you? What was the last thing that you had bought online?
Online.
I think I know the answer, actually.
I'm trying to like.
Those
trying to
undercover boots.
It's either the undercover boots. I was thinking if I bought anything in like the last 2 days.
Well, there's your
doing that.
there's your answer.
You gotta
I
remember.
flip stuff though.
okay.
I'll sell stuff on Grilled. I had like 3 stuff sale yesterday.
Three
so
stuff sale.
My English is not always the best.
Wait, on which account?
Someone call
What's
this
the
guy's
name
mom.
of your account?
So we can ban it.
No.
The Grilled Goblin.
Oh, dude. Did
We're
you
not
hear that?
letting
I
that
almost
one
caught
out.
him.
Yeah.
I almost
That's
caught him.
not slipping.
Brandon's been banned off Grilled twice.
Yeah.
You know, I saw somebody on TikTok and his name was Grailed Guru. Are you familiar?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, because
Did
this
you-
guy pretty much makes the same
Content.
video format that Brandon does, but his name. I just wanted to know if that was gonna ring a bell, and it did, and it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! He's annoyed
Would
now.
you ever
Look what
change
I
your
did.
name to Grill? Sorry. Would you ever change your name to Grilled Goblin on TikTok?
No. No.
Please?
Yeah,
Grailed
this is gonna be in my
Goblino.
bio. Yeah, the Grailed Goblino will stay in my bio.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It happens
Yeah.
though. So going. I mean,
I don't
I'm
have
just
too
trying
much
to-
more to say about the taste debate. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm gonna be honest. Truthfully, if you caught us a month ago on this debate, I would have been seething.
2
with
weeks
anger.
ago.
you guys
Yeah.
were red hot.
2
Oh,
weeks
yeah,
ago.
Good point. 2 weeks ago in the. But I
What were
also
we talking
feel-
about? Oh, we were talking about those fucking mesh Ramones, dude. That's
The mesh
Oh.
Ramones,
I
Carlo
wanna-
off.
the Jordan 11s.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
I just
yeah.
wanna-
Let's
The
wait,
also
can I
one.
tell a quick story real
Go
quick?
for it, go
I-
for
I'm
it.
so sorry. I just want to like sneak this in because this has not been said. Me and Isaac had a bet about these Jordan 14s that he bought one time. So he buys these Jordan 14s and he's like super happy about it. I was just like, why did you do that? And he's like, what do you mean? Jordan 14s are fire. And he's like, I was like, those are not going to sell like for months. And he's like, I'll make a bet right now.
Yo,
He's like, I'll make a bet.
little bit of backstory too. Isaac is always down
the
to
money.
bet. Now
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about like a $20 bet, a $5 bet, a $10 bet. No, this guy is notorious.
we
for
started-
throwing down some serious money.
started at
Isaac and I
20.
one time coin flipped for $75.
Why?
75 for my ring.
Oh,
So I had the chance. I had the chance to get this ring for $75 off because I'm the one who was kind of pushing the buttons. I'm the one who
Right.
was like, "No, I need dog. If I'm gonna coin flip, I'm like, dog. If I'm gonna coin flip, this shit better be worth it." So he
Yeah.
goes, "All right, bet $75." Holds his hand out, and I was like,
Damn.
"All right, let's
Let's
do
see
it."
it.
Boom. He goes, "Boom." Daniel, get a coin out of the register. I'm like, Daniel, please. I'm like, Daniel,
Bless
please,
this
bro.
coin.
I'm like, please, I need this. I was like, I need this, bro.
That's so funny.
Fucking comes back around within 10 seconds, flips the coin. He even lets me flip it, and I'm like, oh, I got this on my money.
man.
Flip it,
Not
Lost.
yours.
lost.
Nacho
Lost.
cheese.
Yeah.
lost. And I have seen it with my own eyes. Isaac is always down to coin flip, whether it's with one of his employees or with a fucking stranger that
I've
comes
seen
in.
it.
We had the
I've seen
dice
him
lose
phase
too.
too. We had the
fucking-
dice phase too, man.
I've lost,
Oh my
I've lost
God.
one coin flip the past like maybe like 4 months that we've been in the shop.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it was for something stupid. It was for like $10. So I wasn't too mad, but like we coin flipped for Ama Meniere's. We coin flipped for the
There was a
Nike
coin flip
Off-White.
meta. For sure,
You know
bro.
what's the best is whenever we're at the buying counter and the customer is actually the one that's like, "You want a coin flip?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Dude," we're like, "All right, bet."
Yeah.
One time I did that, and it was something small. It was like $20 or $25, right? But I
Yeah.
won, and I remember that whole day. I had seen both of you guys, and I was like, "Dude."
Yo.
I was like,
I'm on
dude,
a roll today.
I was like, dude,
red
I'm
hot.
on a
red
roll,
hot.
dude. I'm red
Just
hot. If
fucking
y'all wanna, I was like, dude, I just fucking cooked,
Can I
dude.
tell-
I just fucking cooked on this
So-
$25 lick, dude.
Brandon brought up a word that kind of haunts me. He said dice. We were playing dice for a little while.
Oh, I remember that
Dude,
phase.
Heebie-jeebies.
Dude, we
Wow.
literally at fucking North Main. At North Main, when Bennett was still working with us, I remember there was a point where we were literally like rolling dice, and I got in debt to him so much that I didn't have any more cash, and I racked up a tab of like 50 on Cash App. And then he was just like, if you win this roll, you just have to send me 20. I was like, please. And I did, and I only had to send him 20, but I almost had to pay this man $50 on a game of die because I'm so bad.
Dude, I've lost a lot of money on horse at West Russell. We used to actually
little mini hoop.
stay. We used to close and stay after for about an hour to play horse. And dude, it's happened because I've seen it. The dice rolls.
I was there.
The dice rolls. I've lost some money on there too, and it's just it's tough. But you definitely learn a lesson though because it's like, okay, do I want to risk this money? Coin flips are the fucking shit, dude.
So two things that we were talking about.
50-50.
Yeah, just pure chance.
Yeah.
That's why it's so dope. It's because
Yeah,
it's
gotta love it.
50-50.
It's truthfully fate. But going back to what we were talking about, if you want to elaborate further on the Isaac 14s, go for it.
So yeah, he's like 2 months, or I say or he goes like, you want to bet on him? I'm like, yeah, 100%. And he says like, I say like $20. I didn't want to go
out the gate.
I didn't want to go like very high. And he's like, no, let's do like $50. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, so then we agree on 2 months, and I'm fucking shaking, honestly. But I put some stipulations. I said no sale prices and no $5 sale either, because I know I'd see those bitches in there. Anyway,
Isaac would be the one to be like, dude, you didn't read the fucking fine
print.
print.
Right.
Exactly.
I had to set the terms of the bet, man. So regardless, they didn't sell on a sale, and we didn't put them in the $5 sale.
You should have doubled down on the sale.
Yeah.
If they don't sell during a sale, you have to pay
50,
me
dude.
30 more. Yeah.
Nah, extra 50.
Yeah.
You gotta bump it up, dude.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah. So
Did you double or
he made
nothing
me
him?
set a timer on my phone, like a reminder. And that day was such a great day. I just sent him a screenshot of my phone going off.
He had posted it on his close friends. He goes, "Today's the day." And he was actually pretty skeptical if Isaac was gonna pay him or not. But apparently he just went up to Isaac, and Isaac was just like, "Fucking Cash App yourself."
He was like,
"Fucking." He was so over
So
it.
I was skeptical because me and Isaac had a previous bet of King Kong versus Godzilla. Who was gonna win? So my buddy was on Godzilla and his was on King Kong, and we made.
I haven't seen it.
Bet.
No, I'm just kidding. Go for it.
Anyway,
Spoiler alert.
Godzilla wins. If you haven't seen it, then you're not a real fan anyway. So
So who won the bet?
I did. I won.
But he didn't pay up,
Yeah,
did
he
he?
didn't pay up. I texted him while I watched Godzilla like beat King Kong, and I was just like, "Hey, bro." I was like,
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I was like, "Have you seen it yet?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm watching it like tomorrow." And then I was like, "Okay, bet." And then like at 10 p.m., I texted him again. I'm like, "Have you seen it yet?"
It's the greatest.
And he's
dude.
like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's crazy." I was like, "Did you see who won?" He's like, "Yeah, lol." And then
Okay.
"That's it."
yeah, that was it. That was
Well, long story short, the fucking shoes are still at the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, to just put a little bow on this, he posted on his story. He's like,
14.
Unpopular opinion.
14s are
hard.
so hard. And I just swipe up and I'm like, ha ha ha. ha.
He wanted those sold.
Yeah.
That's why he posted on his
That's
story. He was
funny.
like, somebody's got to buy these.
But
Bro. If I post them, somebody's
going-
got to buy
To be
them.
fair, people did grab them and pick them up, but
Hey, they looked at them.
Yeah, it was just never.
There's a couple shoes like that in our shop right now. I'm gonna be
They
honest.
took a look.
We've had the Moonlight 5s for a grip too.
Man, that's facts.
Sheesh.
The Raging Bulls too.
Oh my god.
Hey, to be fair, we buy those in bulk.
Good point.
And
Yeah.
There was a
they
point in
sell.
time where we had 13 pairs of Raging Bull 5s,
Yeah.
and we're down to 1 or 2 right
Yeah.
I
now.
think we're at 2 right now.
Yeah. So I
We're
mean,
at two.
Great point.
you gotta
Get it how
give
you
it to
live.
him there.
Yeah.
And plus, that's one of the
It might not be
shoes
the
that
right sizes.
surprisingly, no,
But they're there.
Yeah.
you might need a men's 10.5, and we have a 7 youth. I'm sorry.
Maybe next
Check
time.
back next week. yeah,
Yeah.
check back next week. We'll
Okay.
see what
Bad
we have.
day.
But going back to what you initially said, the mesh Ramones.
Yes.
That's another thing that got me fuming too, because like two things that like I won't get as like pissed about this right now because
Oh,
like
please do.
Please get pissed.
dude,
Let's get into it. This
dude,
is
like,
this is kind of what
This is where it
sparked the war.
started.
Get mad.
Okay.
This is what
Get
sparked
mad.
the war for
Okay.
sure.
That,
So-
our group text was hot that day.
It
Yeah,
was just
because,
these two.
like-
It was just them.
Yeah, it was just me and Brandon because like I'll definitely I'll definitely say that that's the truth. It was just me and Brandon sounding off, and I'll also say that they told us to shut up and save it for the podcast, but I couldn't hold my tongue because Brandon was fucking pissing me off. But so context, this guy. Okay, even further context, even context to the context, like Rick Owens, shoes, beloved by many, hated by few, and we don't get too many of them that walk through the shop.
Right.
And every single time that we do get Rick Owens,
They're ugly.
yeah,
Maybe not.
The shoes,
Maybe not. Maybe not all of them.
most
the
of the
mesh
time.
Ramones
Yeah.
that Kenny or that all of us are talking about right now, they were ugly.
So
But
you know what?
Can I go into detail?
Wait,
But-
can I
Okay,
finish
maybe-
what I was saying?
Sorry, maybe not ugly, just not as favorable.
Yes,
They're not
okay.
the Ramones.
'Cause,
That's
yeah,
what
they're
I'm
not the
gonna
Ramones.
They
or
are
the-
a Ramon,
They
but
were
they're not.
Ramon.
They're
but
just
they
a little
weren't the
different
ones.
Ramones. Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
so you can't say that they're not remote. Anyways, but so
Ramones.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're
But what's
Ramones.
it called? Where I was going with this is that we live in San Antonio, and there's not a lot of places to get Rick Owens here. No, like anywhere that you go.
Right. There's 0 places.
Exactly. So that being said, and me being a buyer for the shop, as well as Kenny being a buyer for the shop, and Avery
Right.
being a buyer for the shop for over 3 years, calendar, quote me on that. We know what sells. We know what, like, that's why I'm saying I'm giving you this context, because like every time that we've gotten Ricks in, minimum a week and a half.
I did
takes us to-
appreciate that point that you brought up, is
Yeah.
that we have been buying and literally supplying a percentage of San Antonio with their gear
Right.
for quite a bit.
And
So
I'm
you
gonna
would
be-
think that we have at least a sense of what would do good in store and what wouldn't.
100%.
And mind you, we're not even all the way thinking about an in-store market. We have to consider online sales, all that.
Okay.
I
so
mean,
And mind you, we're
I'm-
getting these Ricks for like really cheap.
Yeah, really
compared
good
to the
prices.
market.
That's
Good
But-
price.
Okay, cool.
Good price.
but
Very
let-
good prices.
Let me
Can you describe them?
Okay, can I give some more elaboration? So,
Yeah.
like, we get the Ricks for a good price as
Let
well.
him talk.
Very good price.
Very good price. And like I said, every single time that we get them, they sell. And one thing that I also want to say, to be humble, is that all this knowledge of like what sells and stuff is like, it's not something that I know. It's something that we've learned from like everything. You
Right.
know, like we all input things, like we all ask each other like, yo, do you think this would do well? Do you think that people would want to buy this, that, the third? And
It's
we
very
bounce it
rare
off
that it's
everyone.
very rare that a buyout goes through one person and
And
one person only.
you
Yeah.
know?
It's very rare.
So like we all input for things. And like this time I went to go and ask Isaac, one of our buyers, our main buyers, you know, maybe he's struck out on the 14s, but you know what? I'll give him like a 40, I'll give him a 49 for 50. I'll give him a 49 for 50 from the free throw range right now. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So like I was like, okay, do you think that these would sell? I'm getting them for this price. Like I think we can sell them for this price. And then he's like, yeah, sure, pick them up. So I'm like, okay, dope. And then I don't even work with Brandon the day that he sees them. And then after that, we go to see Spider-Man: No Way Home. And the first thing that I hear when I
Great
get out of
movie.
my great
Fantastic
movie.
Oh my God, great
But
fucking
Okay.
movie.
Okay,
But, the
let's knock it
first,
off.
but when the first thing that I hear when I get out of my car is like, Carlo, why the fuck did you buy those Ramones? They're god awful. And I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you saying? And
Keep,
it's like,
keep in mind there's it's a Ramon. There's no like augmentation to the souls or anything. It's not like a dark shadow or anything. The only thing
think it
that's
is a
different
dark
about
shadow.
It is a dark shadow.
Okay, well it is a dark shadow, you're right. But it's not one of those like crazy looking dark
Coveted.
shadows
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But the only thing that's different about the shoe is that
It's cooked.
well, they're cooked.
It had mesh side.
They had mesh, instead of leather, it was mesh. Like you could like see through like jersey mesh material. And they had replacement insoles. But
Yeah.
you know, we don't sell them.
big
They
we
were
don't
the
advertise them like, oh,
they
they're brand
were-
new or oh, they're
Yeah.
custom. Like
They were Lakai insoles for all my
Did
skaters.
they have any box either?
For all my
no
skaters
box,
out
no.
there.
No box.
Hey,
no.
but Brandon, did they sell?
They did.
Yes.
They did sell.
Yeah, but how
And-
soon did they sell?
Within
it was like
7
2 or 3 weeks or something.
No, not even.
No, it
not
was-
even.
it was very
Like
soon.
a
No.
week and a half for sure.
No,
No.
because
We saw,
honestly,
we
we
saw No Way Home. That came out in December, and like December
We also
14th.
ran the holiday sale.
Yeah.
They
It
didn't
was
sell
the
during
first-
the holiday
Yes,
sale.
but something you also have to consider is that they never hit the floor.
No, they
Yes,
did.
they did.
I put them
why-
out.
They did?
Yeah,
When
I put them out.
saw them
I
in
don't think it took
before
that
Spider-Man.
long.
Nah, because there was
I think
someone that
it was
that came
3
in.
weeks,
There was
I
someone that
think.
came in when
Okay.
I worked,
3
and
weeks,
yeah, there was
something
someone that
around
came
that.
in when I worked, and
Okay.
they asked about it specifically. Oh no, yeah, it was after New Year's because the guy came in and I was like, oh, you missed it. We just had a sale, but we're doing a sale like tomorrow for 30% off, and he was like, okay, like I'll come back. Never came back, but then they sold like the week after that.
It was. I remember who bought them. It was like people that were bringing us vintage
I'm
that
gonna
day
look through
and
the
got all of
fucking
them
group text.
because like.
Can we? I mean, I could
But
go
anyways,
and hunt for it.
long story short, they fucking sold, and I
Right.
knew that they would under a month. You know what I'm saying? It's a size,
But
like,
also, you also have to think about the bet too
Yeah.
that Brandon tried to make with you.
well, I honestly do not recall.
Did you not
but-
tell him the bet
What?
that you were going to make with him?
I was gonna make a bet.
Yeah, you were like, you said like they weren't going to sell in like 3 months or something.
Oh, I probably was gonna try and do that.
Yeah,
God
yeah. He
damn.
kept saying it. He was like, yeah, like I'm going to bet Carlo that they're not going to sell in 3 months.
If you
And
do
I would
that,
tell him
you
like,
owe me one. Like I would bet that for 1 ETH.
I knew it.
is that when they sold?
Oh yeah.
Is that when they sold?
And then I
No,
put the
this is-
hyper.
This
fucking bowl
is
on
when
there.
we were getting bad at each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, he was going to make a bet with you that they weren't going to sell in
Yeah,
3 months.
January 2nd or January 4th is when we were yelling about this. So they probably
I
sold
wish I could
during
check my
that
phone.
week.
Yeah.
Can you go on the Google Sheets to see when I
I
bought them?
Yeah, I can look. I can. Yeah, I can.
December. Well, okay, because they were out. I remember the
don't
day
have to.
because I worked
No,
the
no, no,
fucking
it's
day.
cool.
It was December 17th.
We didn't put them out right away, though.
I know,
That much
but
I
we
do know.
saw- yeah. Okay.
But you know what's
That's
so
true.
funny is that shortly after you had bought those and they had sold, whatever weeks after, you had bought those Converse.
The Converse ones,
The
yeah.
Converse dark. They were dark shadows, right? The
And they sold too.
Converse.
They
were
sold
going-
like the
Well, I mean,
next
I feel like
day.
those are easy.
That was crazy.
We were confident in those
Yeah,
right off
that's
the
a
bat.
easy
We bought
fucking
them on the
sale.
16th.
But it
We
was
also
just
had a box.
Okay.
We bought them on the 16th of December.
the box was
Damn.
huge,
So that's like
bro.
Yeah.
But
3
that was
weeks,
kind of
right?
crazy to me because
Yeah.
that pair was wild, and they
I'm
sold
pretty
like
sure
the
it's
next
It's
day.
Yeah.
that same dude who bought the other Converse Ricks.
He
right?
has.
No.
Yeah.
No, because the other ones
Are
were
you-
like
no,
a
I
size
think it
8.
was,
bro.
No.
They were his
It-
friend. It was his friend.
Dude, they looked identical.
No,
now,
no,
bro.
no,
It
no,
was
no,
the
no,
same
no, no.
person, bro.
The guy that bought those
He was
Converse,
from
they
out
were a
of
size
town.
8.5.
No,
And he
no,
was from
not
out
the
of
Ramones,
town.
the other Rick Converse.
I know what you're talking about. Those
You're talking
were
about the ones
8.
with the block at the end?
Two brack.
Yes,
or
Yeah,
those were a
no,
size
those-
8.5,
yeah,
and
they were
the other
different
ones were
sizes.
an 11.
Yeah, they were
whatever.
different
Those
sizes.
People looked identical to me.
Maybe your faces blend.
Probably.
Yeah, but let me ask you
Sorry
guys
about that
something.
guy.
Let me ask you guys something. Can we settle this?
I think that I win, but Brandon has some good
I think I
points.
win.
Okay, let's go over y'all's.
You
points
conceded that
just once
taste is
more.
subjective, so I
You
win.
conceded
was
that
the
there's
debate.
levels of taste.
No, I said that.
We shook hands on that,
I guess.
and
maybe.
that people are
I would
wrong
like to-
about their old taste.
No, I want to.
Wait a
rerun
second.
that because that's not everything that I agree. I know what I agreed.
You
to,
both
but
only
it wasn't
agreed to
that.
one thing.
We were
Yeah.
1-1. We
Yeah.
never fucking.
But I won.
Now I won.
Nah,
I won.
So,
No,
Look,
listen.
look.
This is gonna go back to the moderators. Kenny and I just right now. You guys have missed it, but we
Okay.
talked amongst ourselves.
We did telepathically.
And I'm just gonna say right now that you guys both had brought up very very valid points.
you can't make this a stalemate.
Very very
you
valid
fucking do
points.
it, dude.
Points that we had already gone over.
Yep.
Points that we had already heard.
My Conrad's
And
killing me.
I agree. And I think that we can find a
I
nice.
agree.
I think we can find a nice middle ground for this. And I think that if you are upset with something and you are upset with something, please,
Don't talk about it. Just come on the podcast and talk
just
about
come
it.
on the podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Because
We
this
need
is
the content.
Great.
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
this is amazing, dude.
Then we just have to run to the house and just hit record.
that night.
But,
that
yeah.
night.
But also, can we talk about one more topic before we wrap a bow on this? Because we can just make this a pretty a good long one because we're almost at 50 right now.
If anybody is still listening and
Hey,
watching
yo.
at home, thank you so much. This has been a blast.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, this is just something that we click record and we just go.
Yeah.
Kings and queens.
And
Empty
also-
thoughts.
And fiends.
And if
On
you're
go.
listening, I hate to be the person to do this, but this is truly how you get it. Like, if you're listening this far and you haven't already, please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or
Yes.
Spotify or Apple
We'll give
Music.
you a big old kiss.
You know-
Subscribe, follow, whatever it may be.
There's
just so
a
you
big-
can keep updated with
There's
us.
a big bell icon on YouTube that you can click, and that will give you the option
gonna go
to
bing
never, never, ever, ever miss an upload from these beautiful faces that are giving you content every single week. This is something that we love to do, and this is always going to be a big part of our lives because I love coming here and kicking the shit. I love it.
Yeet once said this podcast was already lit, but here's a bell.
Here's a bell.
Please hit that.
Gong.
Also, the last topic that I want to talk about that we can all kind of touch on, we kind of talked about it earlier, but fucking Microsoft buying Blizzard and Activision for like $68.7 billion.
That's a big number.
That's what are initial thoughts? Like, what do y'all think that it like? How do y'all take that in? What do you imagine when you see that? Do you think like, oh, is COD gonna be like a Xbox exclusive? Like this, that, the third, or a certain game's gonna be exclusive, or
Makes
like?
sense.
It just sounds crazy, like, because honestly, like, there's diehard like PlayStation, like PC fans. Well, I mean, Microsoft, it'll be on PC because it's fucking Microsoft.
Yeah,
but like
I just
PlayStation.
I don't see them like making them exclusive. Maybe like do you remember like a couple? I don't know if they still do it anymore, but like there would be times where like certain games would get their Game Passes a month earlier, like their DLC.
Okay.
Like Xbox would get it, and then PlayStation would get it.
Okay,
I feel like now it's just gonna be more like tuned into like it's just gonna be Xbox. Because honestly, like if they cut off all the Activision and Blizzard titles and make them exclusives, like
it would just cut down the player base.
Yeah, it would cut down the player base.
that's
Like
facts.
and the whole point, like they've been doing crossplay and shit. Like
It would be regressive. To
yeah,
take that
exactly.
away.
It'd be regressive to like crossplay. It'd be regressive to like sales. I don't see them like trying to monopolize anything because Sony is like big and so is Nintendo. Like
that was what it was. The company that owns Riot Games and Sony are the two bigger companies, bigger than Microsoft right now that own video.
wow,
True.
Tencent.
Dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, Tencent and Sony, those two.
That's
But,
madness. Just the fact that Microsoft is looking to compete with a company like Meta and how progressive I feel like Meta is already with this kind of platform that they have.
But they're not into gaming though.
Yeah, no, yes,
I
they
mean,
are.
VR chats are like it's like a game to
Yeah,
people
I feel
now.
like that VR augmented reality kind of stuff that they're doing with the Oculus
that's
and stuff
true.
like
And
that.
there's
I feel like
also-
that does
They
tie
own
into the video
Oculus,
game
yeah.
kind of category.
There's also like Minecraft VR.
Yeah.
That's like a thing.
Dude,
Dude, Microsoft, like we were talking about earlier, I wish I looked it up, but Microsoft owns like 4 other things that are in the video gaming space, whether it be like Minecraft, I forgot, but Bethesda as well. That's another big one. Bethesda makes fucking Skyrim. That's what it was, and like the Elder Scrolls and everything. Are you?
I had to. I'm sorry.
No, it's fun.
Creamy has entered the building.
Creamy Linky today. Creamy definitely Linky. Can we get?
Hey, there he is.
There's the man, the myth, the
For the
cream.
first time ever.
man of the house right here.
He protect. Oh my god, I got
this.
this fucking picture. Have you you know that the meme of the tiny little cat that's turned away from the
Yes.
dude?
Oh, do you have a picture for me? Is that creamy?
Yes.
Wait,
That's so funny.
Bro, he was just I walked in and he was just facing the other way from the couch. So it reminded me of the meme.
Just a bit of context. I have a cat that lives with us, and he is about 13, 14 years old.
In human years.
I had gotten him whenever I was 3 or 4. Through his old age, he has turned
That is not 13 or 14.
a slight.
Right.
Oh wait.
Like 16.
Oh no, he's okay.
Like 18.
My math might not be
yeah,
the best,
true.
but what I'm telling you is that he is an old cat. But through his old age, he has unfortunately turned a bit blind and deaf. But hey, he's
love
still here
him.
kicking
We
it,
love him
and
forever.
he is a joy.
Yeah, I
he
love
is.
him.
He can
an
still smell
absolute
great
joy.
because I remember one time I came back on the couch and I opened beef jerky and he like found me and like jumped on top of the couch.
Oh my god.
He needed some of that jerky.
Yeah.
And you better have given
Me
him
and
some.
I
creamy
think he gets
jerky.
in here too, because I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes I'll like open my door and he knows when I'm in the room.
His awareness still kind of blows my mind
Yeah.
because him getting older, I would do these tests. I would just
You're like,
You know what I'm
texting
saying?
Yeah.
And then once I saw him kind of start losing track, I was like, ah, here it goes. But you know, it happens, man. What were we on about?
Microsoft.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Creamy
I've been talking about wanting to kind of get into the metaverse and stuff like that. And anyways, I've been looking for an Oculus for a long time, and if I feel like if I got one, I would just be in there. I would be at the Metaverse Club. I would be at the Metaverse Nike store getting the fucking, you know what I'm
Roblox
saying?
Nike
Like
store.
Roblox,
the
yeah.
Roblox.
Yo,
I would
yesterday
be
me and
doing
Kenny
all
were
of that.
talking about this, about like opening the Vaulti in the metaverse.
Oh my God, yeah, we were. At first, I was totally joking, and then he was like, and then we just ended up for like maybe like 5 or 6 minutes just actually talking about like the logistics behind
Is
it.
it possible?
It's possible, yeah.
I would assume it's possible. Yeah.
Yo, Urban Necessities round 2. You know, if you're listening, don't
Stop.
do it because
Hey,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do it first.
I was about to go into the logistics, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't.
like,
we can't talk. That's,
wait.
That's government secrets.
Yeah, it's top official secrets right now.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
Well,
Vaulti
Carlo is
Metaverse.
gone. I'm going to capitalize on that. I won that debate.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah,
and
let us
also
know,
let us know what you think IRL. If you listen to this and you see us on a regular basis, just let us know what you think. Oh my God. I don't know. That was very nice to see. Oh shit.
There's very little
what up?
times
I
where
had a
me...
contact malfunction. I
What up, Carlo?
apologize.
Did you just rip it out?
No, I had to take like, you know, a little bit of context, like I love to say.
Let's hear it.
Context.
Today, even further context, as
Uh-oh.
I also love to say,
Uh-oh.
I sleep with my contacts. Probably shouldn't do that, but
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
sleep with
that's
them.
not good.
Yeah, I sleep with them
I
like
think-
almost every day.
I think it
So,
says that on the label to
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
do
To
that.
do it.
I'm getting a pair of glasses, so fear not anymore. But this is my last pair of last pair of contacts, and I've had them for like
I remember when.
Too
You
long.
remember when you like had to go get them?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that that's the same pair?
Yeah, it's the same
okay.
pair.
Yeah.
So-
You
They
had them
haven't
for a
left
while.
your eyes?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, they have not left my. I've
time.
taken them out a couple times.
Do you
but,
sleep
like,
with your eyes open?
No, I don't. But so I was experiencing pain with this particular contact the other day, but it was in my left eye. And I was like, fuck. And it kept hurting. I kept putting it in and it kept hurting. So I was like, okay, let me just switch the contacts like in different eyes.
Yeah.
So I did. And then eventually it started feeling okay in this eye. But then last night, I was experiencing a little bit of weirdness. And I was like, fuck, this really sucks. I really want a pair of glasses. I already ordered my glasses. They should be here soon. But
Looking forward to it.
And I'm
There we
not going to
go.
be wearing contacts for a while. But I'm experiencing some trouble with it. And then today at like 7 p.m., we're about to close. And I feel it just like point, like, I don't know, like hurt. And I'm like, God damn it. This is my last pair of contacts. But I hope nothing happens to them, you know, like hope it doesn't rip or anything like that. And then I was just like, I don't have any contact solution on me. I don't have like anything, bro.
He
I'm
just has
like,
to suffer.
I'm just like raw dogging it at work with my
Does
my
water
eye.
help? I know that's a very stupid
No,
question.
not really, kind of, but like I didn't use water, but like because the last time I tried to use
flush
water,
your
it
eyes.
like tore whenever I tried to use water. So I was like, nah, I'm
okay,
not gonna
okay.
do that. So I was just trying to move it around in my eye, and it wasn't fixing. And I was like, fuck, last resort, I'm gonna take it out. So I did. Thankfully, it didn't rip, and I put it back in my eye, and it was fixed. Like I flipped it the inside out, and then I tried it, and it worked better.
All the
And then,
things
like,
not to do, he's
What's it
doing.
called?
It's
No.
like that SpongeBob episode where he has to write the essay on what not to do at a stoplight.
That's me.
Feeding your snail is something you shouldn't do at a stoplight.
I lost something once. I've been going back to that recently. I've lost something once.
But it just started hurting, so I had to take it out. That's why I
Oh,
thought.
so pretty soon we'll be seeing Carlo with some glasses on and
very
little footnote. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it a footnote?
Little footnote. I met Carlo when he was wearing glasses, and so it kind of brings me back to the good old days, man.
Throwback.
Can you start wearing like sports jackets?
No, could you
Oh,
start
yeah.
wearing? Could you start wearing
You want me-
shorts and the skull pile tee and
The Gucci shorts?
the Gucci
Gucci
shorts,
shorts.
and oh my
Oh my
god,
God.
dude.
God.
Wow.
That's what I met Carlo, dude. I remember the first time I had met Carlo. I had left the shop, got another job for a little bit, and then got fired from that job that I had. And then I was like,
Fuck that place.
I was like,
Avery's
dude,
a great worker.
no, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck, man, all y'all could fucking eat a dick. I get fired, and literally that same day, I'm like, I'm just go to the shop, dude. I'm like, I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm gonna go. And I pull up, and James sees me, and he goes, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the hell, dude? Oh my god, it's so good to see you." You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then he goes, "Look," and he points at you, and you're like sitting down in the corner at West Russell, and he goes, "Look, that's your replacement." he goes, "That's your replacement. Y'all better fight right now." And
felt
literally,
terrible after he said
within the
that.
first 10 seconds of Carlo and I meeting, we're squaring up like this.
Yeah. We're fisticuffs.
We're like, we start to throw fisticuffs, and then we're just like, you know, whatever. We meet,
gentleman's
whatever.
duel.
And now we live together.
Literally the same day, I had told James, I was like, dude, yeah, I got fired. I was like, fuck, I'm down for the count, dude. I was like, I'm fired, dude. I was like, I'm dead meat, dude. I was like, I'm fired. And he goes, dude, well, you want a job again? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, let's go. Because at that time, Edson had stopped working there, and you were there full time pretty much.
I quit. I dropped out of college at that point.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was still at UTSA.
I remember, and then they had hired me, and you were just like, oh, like you were like, yes. I remember you were relieved because you were there pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And then
me and Kenny had that experience whenever we both started working. Like there was a point where like one or the other was there like for like 5 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Was working every day. It was fun, but like it was.
I mean,
a
now we
lot.
do it.
Yeah, but like also it's just like at that point like we
Back
didn't
at
have
it.
the team that we did then.
yeah,
You know
that
what
was
I'm saying?
also
It was,
whenever
like, us
we were
three.
4 deep, 3
Yeah.
deep. You know what I
Right.
mean? Plus Bennett. I also think about Bennett.
I miss
Bennett
you,
was
Bennett.
with us for a long time.
Please come back to the Vaulti.
Everybody,
Longest
if you're
intern at the Vaulti.
if you're on Instagram, go on to Come As You Are Vintage and unfollow him. That's all I gotta say.
Hey Bennett, if you do come back to the Vaulti, you're gonna stay an intern though, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, like the way that our, you know what I'm saying, the
Our
way
taxes
everything's
are
lined
set
up, it's just like, oh man, sorry, dude. You were replaced 14
That would be
employees
so
ago.
fucking cool.
Dude, that would
to
be
have
insane.
Bennett back at the
Oh my
shop.
God.
What the
That, you
fuck?
don't know how
He
much
would
I've
be-
been saying that. I would
We'd have
love
to
Bennett back.
retrain him.
No, we would.
No, straight up, we'd have to retrain him
Right.
on
couldn't
everything.
He wouldn't be able to come in like flip flops and fucking a Polo Sport hoodie anymore, or like FTP flip flops and a Polo Sport hoodie.
Like he was always,
Yeah.
dude. I seen a picture that him and Kenny had posted at North Main. And
Yes,
it's like
I know exactly
it's like
which
they're
one
in
you're talking
shorts
about.
and,
Yeah.
and like chanclas
Yeah,
or some
oh my
shit like
Yeah,
that.
the FTP slides.
That's so
legendary,
funny.
legendary Bennett.
Oh my god!
Is the thing off?
I don't know what happened to the ring light, dude.
Did it like? I don't know. Maybe it like turned off because of time. I don't know.
Yeah, I
And
think-
alrighty, guys.
Yeah, I think you might have burned out the bulb.
Really?
I think so. That happened.
Oh, yo,
It
let's
might-
return it. Let's return it. I'll
Yeah.
go
Returning
return
it on camera.
I'll go return it for you tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
All right, I'm not
Yo,
sure if you knew the
ladies
same
and
part.
gentlemen, this has been another episode
Thank you for tuning in.
of Vaulti Radio. This has been the Great Taste Debate. From what?
Carlo won.
From what?
I won. I
From
won.
what
I don't know
we've
who won.
seen.
I wore black and brown together, and I look good in it. So
Yeah, you
Listen,
do.
taste
You look,
is subjective.
you look really handsome today. I gotta be
Thanks.
honest. Your fit is spectacular.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
the
got
same
the Rick,
thing.
Rick Dogs. Rick Dogs. Oh, before we
do.
leave, all y'all got to get docs. This is a Vaulti agenda right now.
I like your dogs.
Everyone in the Vaulti's getting
Everyone
docs.
has to have docs by the end of the year.
Yep.
Can it
If
be if it's funded by the Vaulti? Sure, but I
No,
don't.
no,
know.
no, no, no,
Nope,
no.
gotta
no,
do it on
no,
your
You
own
got to
accord.
do it on your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boring.
Am I gonna get fired if I don't?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomato,
Definitely.
tomato.
Tomatoes
Daniel,
aren't hard enough.
Avery,
I'm gonna start throwing
Carlo,
bricks.
all three of y'all got to get docs.
Oh wait, no, Brian.
Brian. Oh yeah, Brian. Come on.
Whoever else doesn't have them.
Yeah.
Stay
Step
tuned
your
for
money
next
up.
week. We got a good episode coming for you next week. We're
Bye-bye.
gonna figure it
Love
out.
y'all.
Peace.
GG's. Bye bye.
Peace.